flies away, a candlestick-old flame. To think I held you yesterday, your love was just a game. You tell me that you love me so, you tell me that you care, but when I need you, baby.
Alright, what's up everyone? This is NinjaDeathStrike bringing you another Pokemon TCGO battle. Using the cake deck again, Cobalion, Kyurem, Electrode. So this is actually one of the very first matches that I tried out with this deck. So the list might be a little bit different than it was before, but it's pretty similar to the video I had up last time. So we'll see how it goes. This match was pretty interesting due to my opponent's deck choice. I've seen a lot more steel decks around since Noble Victories came out, just because Cobalion really helps them out, and Kyurem makes Reshiram a lot less popular. So we're both going to mulligan on the first turn, and I get a look at his hand. I see Scissor Prime, and Kling Klang, and Random Raticate. So it looks like the theme of his deck is discard their energies, which kind of sucks for me because this deck doesn't like that. Really struggles with energy. You know, that's why Electrode's in there. So if they're getting discarded, that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to have to play smart, which I don't do. I make some dumb misplays, which I'll explain when we get there, but I think I at least win the coin flip here. Let's see what happens. It was a little slow, or he was taking a while to respond. Yep, I do win the coin flip. That's nice. I also have a collector. That's awesome. And I'm going to grab 2 Voltorbs, which is standard procedure. You always want to get 2 just in case one gets catcher killed. And then I'm just going to grab another Cobalion. I see that none of my guys are prized except for, it looks like, 1 Electrode, which is fine. I'll never need more than 2 anyhow. So this was a good start for me. I don't get any Kyurems because Steel. He'll just die. So it's basically going to be the Cobalion show here. If I run out of Cobalions, I'm probably going to lose because Kyurem is just going to get one-hit KO'd, and his great HP is not going to stand up to a lot of super effective hits. So going to go ahead and get ready here. I'm not going to play down that second Cobalion just yet. You know, I can always play it down next turn before I explode. So I just decided to hang on to it for this turn. I think playing it down wouldn't have been a real big deal since I don't need the energies yet. But he's going to play a Sharon. He plays down a Cobalion of his own, and I get really worried because I cannot really afford to trade Cobalion for Cobalion. I only have the 3. He's got a lot more attackers than I do. So I'm going to kind of freak out a little bit and decide that I need to deal with that Cobalion first. So the first thing I'm going to do is blow up. And I get 4 energy off of that Energy Might, which is fantastic. I had no idea how Energy Might worked at this point in time, so just for any of the rest of you guys that use it, it puts them in the order they're shown to you, not in the order that you pick them. So it doesn't matter what order you pick them in, it automatically just puts them in the order that it shows them there on the screen. I didn't know that at the time, and I wanted to get a special medal onto each of them, but I didn't. And if you notice with the Energy Might there, I discarded my other Cobalion, so I've only got 2 now, and that's really not good. I'm only going to have 2 attackers for this whole game, you know. I guess maybe Kyurem could do something with Outrage, but probably not. So I go ahead and use that Twins, and this is where I make a mistake. I decide to catcher up Cobalion instead of just taking out the Scissor. Some of you guys probably don't know, Scissor Prime's Pokebody, it doesn't take any damage from any Pokemon with special energy on it. And my deck is all special energy. I've got Rainbow and Special Metal energies. So, yeah, if he gets a Scissor Prime into play, I can't hurt it. So that sucks. And on top of it, he's got that Random Raticate, and that thing actually hurts this deck too because it has an attack that lets you discard a special energy. And so I could actually be in a lot of trouble against this really strange steel deck. I also see he's got a dark Pawnard there. Don't know if he runs Dark Bishop or not, but he's going to P-Com and get a Clang. I was scared to death he was going to get Scissor Prime here, and he really should have. And then he plays Professor Elm, so I'm like, well, crap, he's still going to get it. And then I'm going to be screwed because I can't do damage to it. But nope, he gets Bisharp, and that was definitely not the right play for him. Maybe he didn't know what Scissor Prime does either, but if he would have put down Scissor Prime here, basically I lose. That's it. I can't hurt him, and he kills my guys. So luckily, this is just one of those matches where I seem to draw the exact card I need every time I need it. So I realize at this point that I've made a horrible mistake and decide to oak, looking for a way to get into a catcher. And look at that, a junk arm. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this collector. Again, I don't need the Curums, and my other Cabalion's gone, so collector's not going to help me out. And then I just get rid of one of the extra oaks since I had 2. So I also got a Rainbow Energy. I now, I'm ready to go. I've got both my Cabalions fully charged. I just have to hope that I can keep him from getting a Scissor Prime into play, because once that happens, I can't do anything else. So I take out the first one, and it looks like he's running a ton of Evo lines here. I was just hoping that maybe, he runs a 1-1 line. So I think here when I catchered out that Scissor, it kind of gave away my game plan and maybe alerted him to exactly what Scissor Prime can do. He puts down another one here, and I'm like, well, crap. I just got rid of the first one, and then he top decks the second one. But look at that. I get another catcher right when I needed it. So I'm not going to play my oak here. I don't need to. I'm all set to take another prize. And I get some useless water energy, but top decking that catcher was amazing. And so now I've taken down 2 Scissor, and 2 Scyther, rather. And I'm thinking, all right, that's got to be it. He can't run more than a 2-2 line because he's got so much other stuff in here. So he is going to promote his Smeargle. Smeargle's Poke Power lets you use one of your opponent's supporter cards as its effect. It does not count as an attack, which is really cool. And he goes ahead and copies my Professor Oak to get a new hand. So we'll see what he can do here. You'll notice he's gotten a lot of his cards into play, but he looks like he's running dry on energy. He hadn't gotten any energy for the last couple turns. Now Bisharp finally gets one. But that does mean that Smeargle is going to be trapped in the active position because he can't attach an energy to retreat it. So he evolves into Bisharp again, and now the Rattata comes down. So, crap. But hey, look at that. I draw another catcher. This is just ridiculous. Like I said, this is literally every card that I wanted. I just happened to top deck this game. It's just that crazy. So I'm thinking about it here. I'm not sure if I want to waste a catcher on Rattata or if I want to actually, attack something else. But in the end, I decide I do not want to lose my special energies. Thank you very much. And so I just take out this Rattata before it becomes Eradicate. So that's like the 3rd or 4th catcher I've played in as many turns. I just keep drawing into them. I pick up my prized Cleffa here. She might be nice just to have a free retreater in the off chance something goes wrong. So he's going to play a Sage. Not sure what he's looking for at this point. Probably Kling Klang. And I have no idea why he decided to promote this Clang. It's probably going to get stuck out here. Maybe, I don't know its attacks at all, and I forget what he does, but I think maybe it has an attack that confuses me automatically, and so that was his plan. Yep, I check it here. Yeah, Metal Sound automatically confuses, so that's got to be his plan. He's going to play Great Ball here, which, not a fan of that card. Just kind of meh. You're better off going with like Dual Ball or P-Com, something like that, but he manages to find his Kling Klang. So he could evolve here if he wants to, but then he wouldn't be able to do anything. And Kling Klang has a 4 retreat cost, so then he'd just be trapped out there till he dies. Instead, he's going to P-Calm and get... Excuse me. Hiccup. Burp. He's going to get a Scyther? Yeah, the 3rd Scyther. So I'm like, oh, come on. I thought I was done with this. What are the chances of me drawing into another catcher next turn? Alright, hiccups. Sorry, guys. So he goes ahead and attaches an energy here, and that's going to let him confuse me, but you can see in my hand I have a switch, so not a problem. And I check Kling's HP right there. It's at 80. That's wonderful because I can switch into my other one and take it out. So I'm going to go ahead and play the switch here. I attach that water energy just because, like I said, Kyurem's not going to be doing anything, and I might need to retreat later, so I may as well have some extra energy on there to retreat if I need to. And now I decide to go ahead and play the Oak, and look at that, I get into another Oak. I do get the Electrode Prime. No way I'm going to blow that up, though. I have no need to right now. But unfortunately, I don't get into a Junk Arm, which would have let me grab a catcher and take out Scyther. So Ironbreaker is going to deal with Kling is going to deal with Klang, though, before he gets to become Kling. But Kling is not going to do a whole lot here anyhow, since he has so little energy on the board. There's not a whole lot to move around. So he sends in Smeargle again, probably looking for a new hand. And he is going to use that Poke Power to activate my Professor Oak, get himself a new hand. And now I think, yep, and now Scissor shows up. So all of that work I did in the beginning of the match to make sure Scissor did not come into play has failed. Scissor is now into play. He gets an energy. And as soon as that thing comes active, I'm in trouble. But you can see my hand, I've got 2 Junk Arms. 2 Junk Arms equal 2 catchers. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my P-Coms. Don't need them. Grab a catcher. And I don't actually think I play it this turn. Like, I was thinking I could take out that Cobalion, but he doesn't have any energy. So I may as well go ahead and just take the prize with Smeargle. So that was a bit of a misplay. Usually you don't want to Junk Arm for anything you're not going to use that turn, just in case something happens, where you lose it. But anyhow, it's not going to matter in this match because now Scissor Prime is out, but it's too little too late. The fact that I was able to hold him off in the beginning of the game and the fact that he did not get it up when he had the chance is going to be his downfall. Because I don't have to attack it. I can just catcher around it for my last prize, take the finished KO on Cobalion. That's going to be the match. So I guess maybe he didn't realize that. He's still, playing out his turn, even though it doesn't really matter. And he hits for 50. So there we go. I draw P-Calm. I already have the catcher from the Junk Arm before. Drag up that Cobalion and finish it off with an Iron Breaker. So that is going to be the match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a pretty interesting battle. A couple of kind of big misplays there in the beginning by my opponent. I think he probably could have won this one had he realized how devastating Scissor is sooner than he did. But still, it was an interesting deck. And, Scissor Prime is a lot better than he was before right now, just because so many decks run special energies, and basically any deck that runs Cobalion is going to be screwed by it. Same thing with Durant. I don't know. Well, I guess Durant would still be able to devour. But anyhow, yep, there you go. Look at a card you don't see a whole lot and a battle. So I hope you guys liked it. Stay tuned. I will have more coming your way shortly. Thanks.